Okay, back at the laundromat. You could tell by all the machines nearby. But today, while I had some time, I wanted to tell you how badly I wish I took poker more seriously when I was a teenager. So the first home game I ever played in, it was October 2004, $5 freeze out. I did not win. It was winner take all. We didn't really understand payouts besides winner take all. The next week, same thing. I think second week, second place got his money back and the winner got the rest. Didn't get top two either. I went into a panic. I just couldn't lose $5 every weekend for the rest of my life, which is what I thought was gonna happen, but it made me start studying. I didn't really use the internet. I just kind of tried to figure it out by myself. I would take a deck of cards and like deal out hands and try to like think through what I would do with each hand. It helped a little. I got better in home games. Then I started playing online. Wasn't good at online at first. I got better with the help of the resources that were on the internet. When I started playing live, things did go way better than I realized at the time, but live I thought was like the easiest of the three, and I did okay from the start with live, but I just wish I took it so much more seriously. I was willing to put in the time when I was young, like always playing in home games and then online poker. I wasn't, you know, trying to get better as much as I wish I did. Poker is so convenient, especially now. There are casinos everywhere. I'm playing in Council Bluffs, Iowa. I've played in Elizabeth, Indiana. There are 3 casinos with poker rooms. Definitely 3 casinos. I think they all still have poker rooms in the St. Louis area. 3 in Maryland. How many in Atlantic City? 2 in Connecticut. 2 in Massachusetts. Clubs in New Hampshire. They're all over. I can't count how many there are in California and Florida. There are casinos everywhere. It is a great skill to have, whether you want to do it full time or just play occasionally, play on weekends when I figure most people have time. If you're a winning player, I mean, how far can you live from a poker room nowadays? So it is a great skill to have. You can make a lot of money from it. You can make a little money from it. You could quit your job, play for a while, take a sabbatical, play every day for 6 months. It is very convenient. The entry is nothing. There are other jobs you might want to try. You need like an apprenticeship, an internship. You have to get some kind of a license. Poker, you just have to walk in the door. So it is a great skill to have. I urge teenagers to learn it and have this skill. They're never going to teach it in school. You're going to have to figure it out on your own. It is, like, people might think I'm joking, but I'm not. It doesn't take a lot to become a winning player, and it doesn't take a strong time commitment to do it part-time, to do it recreationally. I think it's also important for teens to have something productive to do on their own time. Most of my life, from ages 5 through like 30, was doing schoolwork. Other people told me what to do. They said it would matter. They said someone else later would care if I got good grades and things like that. And they were setting deadlines. And for one, they were almost always wrong. Nobody cared, no matter how well I did. But besides what I already talked about, like having a useful skill, if you want to like enjoy life or make money, or if you get fired or something like that, something you can do and not just like sit there and complain and go on unemployment. It's so much better to be in control of something yourself. I spent so many nights in college, grad school, and law school just like studying all day and night, and I couldn't stand it. There were like weeks and months long stretches where like there wasn't more than an hour in a row that I enjoyed. I want to detail for you this past week. On last Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I didn't play. They were my first 3 days off in a row since January 5th, 6th, and 7th. Wednesday, I played more than 9 hours. Thursday, I played more than 9 hours. On Friday, I played almost 12 hours. On Saturday, I played 13 and a half hours. On Sunday, I played over 9 and a half, and then went into the sports book. Here's just a little bit of a better like setup with the little tables or desks where the people watch the dog races and the horse races. And I did things for the channel for like 2 or 3 hours. Didn't sleep that much. Monday, which kind of just happened, played 8 hours and went back to the sports book, and for about 3.5 hours did things with videos and for the channel. And I haven't gone to sleep. It's like 7 a.m. now. I'm in the laundromat, and I don't know how much I'm going to sleep, if any, and go back to the poker room. It has been an incredibly busy past week, and this is like, I'm happier than I ever was in college, grad school, or law school. Like, the best times of those 8 years don't compare to this past week. The softest week I ever had in undergrad can't compare to how good this past week has been for me, even factoring in how little sleep I've gotten and how busy it's been and how many things I don't quite understand yet about video editing and YouTube. I'm choosing to do these things, and that is so much better than being forced to do things. So in addition to poker being an avenue that could make money for you, I think it's really good for a teenager to have something he or she is totally in control of, setting your own deadlines, and you're answering to yourself, because I think it'll come in handy later. I think a lot of people were always told what to do, and then they get some job and don't know what the alternative is because they never had a stretch or an activity in their lives like this. So poker's great, not just the money. You need to be your own boss. You need to be a good boss to hold yourself accountable for things. And even if you don't take poker seriously by playing full time, or you play recreationally for a while and then decide to do something else, the skills from getting good at something where you have to constantly beat yourself and get better, I think will help you out a lot in the future. So I urge young people, teenagers, people in their 20s. We don't see a lot of people in their early 20s in the casino. I remember when I first started playing in the casino and I was 22, like, it was real common for me to be the youngest at the table. And that hasn't really changed that much. I'm 32 now, and still most tables, I'm the youngest. So I don't know what's going on that younger people aren't playing as much as, when I did. I guess part of it is the boom. There was never a second poker boom or anything, but I would encourage people in middle school, people in high school to play, even if you don't play for money. Be in total control of something that's difficult to progress at, and that you need to really hold yourself accountable. And if poker is something you do full time for money, that's awesome. If it's just something where you appreciate the skills it took to improve and you use those skills in some other fashion, that's cool too. How much I wish I took poker more seriously. Doing all this stuff for like classes that I didn't know if anyone would ever care about. Instead of being able to pick something, my train of thought sucks. The softest. Seek care in a new life. I also think it's better. This is so bad.